Welcome to the Joy of Classic Cars. You may not be able to hear it, but if you're standing right by Grand Old Lady, you may hear a little slightly noise coming from under the car. I think I've got an exhaust issue. So here I am at Downtown Muffler and Brake, one of my sponsors, to be able to check things out. I'm going to talk to Tim Cecil and Janie Cecil. I'm going to ask them about what's going on, and we're going to spend a few minutes looking at exhaust systems and exhaust issues for classic cars.
Hello, Neil.
Hey Tim, as you can tell when I drove up here, I'm hearing my motor is not, it's smooth, but I hear this noise, and I think I've got me an exhaust issue. Is that true?
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you may have some exhaust manifold problems or something up close by the motor.
Okay, guess what happened? I looked there, and it looks like my gaskets have, have broken away or whatever.
Where the manifold bolts to the
Yeah.
head? Yes, yes.
And
that's a common of the old cars.
And so this is one of the downside of the joy of classic cars, is because this is going to be a challenging thing to fix, won't it?
Yes, it'll be. You have to worry about them bolts breaking off in the head, and they have to be drilled and tapped and cleaned. Yes, sir.
And if we were a betting person, yes, the odds are be prepared to
80% chance they'll break.
because I rebuilt this engine back in 1975. So I mean, so they've been, they were
Yes, they've
there.
been out.
So anyway, that's an issue. Of course, that is a labor-intensive issue.
Yes, it is.
And of course, that's really something that you all don't do.
No, it gets into more of the mechanical line.
And so, but what's exciting, what you all do though, is some of the fun things when it comes to classic cars.
Exactly right.
Because I have one of those single exhausts.
We can change it over to dual exhaust.
And that's, to me, isn't that one of the most popular things?
Yes, it is.
So I thought what we could do is, if we don't mind, let's pull it in there so you can show people what you would do to be able to transfer this car from a single exhaust to a dual exhaust.
Yes.
Okay. Tim, of course, it's really exciting how, things have progressed. I remember, 35 years ago when I was restoring this car the first time, the exhaust system was shot. And I mean, you could not get the tailpipe. But now today, though, it's not a problem, is it?
Today's time, we make our own pipe on a tear. Plus, we use aluminized tubing on a tear. So it lasts a whole lot longer than this old steel stuff did on a tear.
It's amazing how this is going on for,
Yes,
35
yes,
years.
yes.
And also, mufflers today also are they?
All different types. You've got cherry bombs, you got Flowmasters. You can actually get your exhaust to the tone that you want to hear out of it.
Really?
By adjusting what type of muffler. Flowmasters, cherry bombs. We can do anything like that on it. Put twin exhaust, put two pipes, two tailpipes, two mufflers, make it have the sound you want.
That's really one of the popular things is taking a car like this and getting rid of the single exhaust and getting the two pipes. Now, Tim, what's involved though? I mean, is it really difficult?
It's not that bad.
Okay.
You just get rid of the crossover tube up here on it.
Okay.
Then you'll bring pipes on both sides back, install your mufflers here, then your tailpipe going out the back there for it there on it. We can change it over to dual exhaust and give you a real nice tone exhaust to it.
It's that little.
That's exactly right.
And of course, that's why there's nothing. 4s and 6s are okay, but there's nothing like a V8 with that Flowmaster.
That's exactly
and
right.
Adam, a young man that I mentor, he has the dream. So in probably another year or so, we'll be down here.
Yes.
So can you show? I'm sure people, many know, but some like myself, what's a Flowmaster?
Flowmaster is a chamber muffler on the inside to help make sound out of it to give you your sound you want.
Oh, okay.
You got a 40 series, 50 series, got all different series that you can put on it. More sound, less sound. Just whatever note that you're wanting on the exhaust. Right. This is the muffler here, 40 series Flowmaster that you would put on here to give you some sound on it there. Muffler sit right up in here on it there.
Okay.
You get your sound right out the back, what you want for it there on
And it will.
This would make the Ethel sound good.
And now with dual exhaust, you'd have one on each side,
yes,
correct?
One per side on it there.
And there would be no problem. You would just, you get a mounting bracket,
yes.
would fit right in here,
Exactly right.
and then the pipes would go straight out. Oh, won't that be good? Well, but also, Tim, what other things do people do? I mean, like...
A lot of people will come in and put new shocks on them there.
Okay.
Go with the good KYB shocks there for it there on it. Tune the suspension too just like you tune the exhaust.
Oh, really? So it's like this Grand Ole Lady. Oh, the springs are a bit.
That's exactly right.
sagging.
Exactly right.
So you get some neat shocks.
Shocks on it there, or springs on it there on it. Yes.
And do you do
on-
all that?
Yes, we do. We
Oh,
do that for you on
really?
it there.
Wow.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
And like you say on it there, you can adjust that the type of shocks you want. Heavier, lighter, raise it, lower it, whichever way you want to go there with shocks on it.
Oh, this is incredible what you can do underneath here. So you can have a lot of fun.
Yes, exactly right.
Oh, because Grand Ole Lady sits so low right now. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, man. And so roughly, though, as we're looking at a price range, roughly, like, what on an average, what would it be to, say, that a basic conversion? Like
Basic conversion with flow masters
Yeah.
on it, something that out of there, they're on a little over $350.
Okay. And then, like, when you would do, like, do you replace the springs, too? Or you just you would work with shocks?
Just work with the shocks.
Okay.
Work
And
with the shocks.
basically a good set. So because I just have the basic old.
Right.
And so you can get them now when they're fine tuned.
Yes, exactly
so
right.
Again, to be.
They actually can be re-arched to the height and lower that you want.
Oh man, that's awesome. So you can adapt to the new wheels.
Exactly
and
right.
all that.
Exactly
so.
right. You sure can.
Okay, well, Tim, I just thank you so much. Again, you've been in the hobby for a long time. How long have you all been down here?
Since 89.
89. And of course, you really have done a lot of work for classic cars.
Quite a few of them weren't there.
We're going to go in, and Janie's going to share with us about the your Hall of Fame on there.
This should have been started years ago. We just started this a couple years ago.
And you also may recognize Tim and Janie because they're Mopar enthusiasts. Okay, now she's got the 72 Barracuda.
71.
71 Barracuda. Now
71.
you're the Roadrunner.
I'm the Roadrunner.
And you're the Roadrunner. So
Right.
anyway, you look forward to catching these people at the various shows.
Yes.
And also, now we're going to go in and talk to Janie for a few minutes. But anyway, if you have an exhaust question or you would like to have your car evaluated in the
Yes.
way of, the exhaust system and suspension system or even brakes, if you
Yes,
need brakes,
exactly right.
feel free to come down and see Tim and Janie down here, 500 West 2nd
Second
Street,
Street, yes.
and downtown Muffler and Brake. Tim, we'll let you get back to work. Appreciate you
Alrighty.
taking a moment. And again, thank
Thank
you
you.
for helping us bring this show on the air.
Thank you.
The Joy of Classic Cars is brought to you by Tap Motors, Downtown Muffler and Brake, S&J Customs Full Service Restorations, The Man from Mars, Matt's Auto Restoration Service.
And here's what's on tap for the month of September. On September 4th, it's the first Saturday of the month, and that means it's the Sunset Cruisers Cruisin' at Town Square Mall from 5 to 9 p.m. For more information, contact Agnes Barron at 929-4661. On Saturday, September 11th, we have the annual Island Wooden Bridge Festival Cruise-In Island, Kentucky. That goes from 10 to 4 on the main street in Island, Kentucky. For more information, contact Bobby Johnson at 270-486-3404. That night, being the second Saturday of the month, it's the Owensboro Antique and Classic Auto Club Cruise-In at Lowe's. That goes from 5 to 8:30. For more information, contact Bill Head at 316-1331. On Saturday, September 18th, Lewisport Baptist Church is having a Family Fest car and bike show. That will be at their church in Lewisport, Kentucky. Registration will go from 8 to 12, and the awards will be given away at 3:30. For more information, contact Brian Napier at 270-295-7879. Of course, the 18th is the third Saturday of the month, and so that night you'll, of course, be at Ritzy's for their cruise-in, going from 5 to 9 at their Highway 54 location. For more information, contact Mike Courtney at 270-852-8887. But also, that day from 11 to 7 is the Grandview Fall Festival Cruise-In. That will be out in Grandview, Indiana. For more information, contact Charlotte Biggs at 812-649-2968. Ending the month on the 25th at Champion Ford will be the annual Mustang Roundup. This is sponsored by the Crazy Horse Mustang Club. This will be Saturday, September 25th at Champion Ford here in Owensboro. Registration goes from 8 to noon, and the awards will be given away at 3:30. For more information, contact Robert Barron at 270-298-6966. 7151. And that night, Old South Barbecue having their cruise in, being the fourth Saturday of the month, they'll be at their Old South Barbecue restaurant out at Highway 54. For more information, contact Jason or Mitzi Schuler at 270-926-6464. Anyway, you can see this month affords an awful lot of opportunities for us to experience the joys of classic cars. I hope you'll look for the Edsel and I at these events where we can enjoy some great cruising together.